Do a show?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hello, friends and neighbors. Thanks for coming to hear the spectacles sing in the street. Or on the
Feel
sidewalk.
free to take a seat if you'd like. Move them wherever you want to.
There's a big crew that might be migrating over into the section.
Oh,
Sweet.
cool.
Oh, here they come.
Oh, they're coming with their chairs.
Hey,
Yay.
come on.
It's on.
Exponential audience growth.
Yay. People we're not related to. So great.
I live next door.
Welcome, neighbors.
I'm pretty sure.
Go. All right, we're going to launch into our first song, which has a little sage advice for y'all. Hold on. Do 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 a do 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 a do 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 a do 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 a do 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 a do 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 a do do a.
Don't work with your friends. Don't work with your friends. It's fun in the beginning, but the trouble never ends. Don't work with your friends.
Do a do 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 a do 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 a do do a.
Don't sleep with the boss.
Do
Never sleep with the boss. You'll never turn a profit and you'll take an awful loss. Don't sleep with the boss.
You know I've always been amazed at the various and sundry little ways people screw up their lives by disregarding simple common sense. Oh, the consequences are severe from what I hear. 'Cause now what I know, wanna. Don't hire your wife, not your husband or wife. Would you rather have an argument or rather have a life? Don't hire your wife. Do we do The consequences are profound when the ship goes down. I've seen it happen to decent people. My God, it's awful, so very painful. Okay, it might have been me. Don't count on your kin. Never deal your kin in. Not your brother or your mother or your Siamese twin. You never can win. Do you want a life? Don't hire your wife.
Think profit and loss. Don't sleep with the boss.
Here's where the song ends. Don't work with your friends. Thank you so much for coming. We're delighted to see real live people smiling in front of us because we've spent about 2 years singing to just ourselves. So we're delighted to be here. This next song that we're going to sing is taken from the text of a poem written in 1780 something. So it's an oldie, and it was put to music by Hills and Manxon, a great duo which you can look up later or ask me about later. It's called The Housewives Lament. One day I was walking, I heard a complaining. I spied an old woman, the picture of gloom. She gazed at the mud on her doorstep. 'Twas raining, and this was her song as she wielded her broom. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee.
Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be.
There's too much of worriment goes in a bonnet. There's too much of ironing goes in a shirt.
There's nothing that pays for the time we waste on it. There's nothing that lasts us but trouble and dirt. In March it is mud, it is slush in December. The midsummer breezes are loaded with dust. In fall the leaves litter, in muddy September the wallpaper rots and the candlesticks rust. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be.
There's worms in the cherries and slugs on the roses and ants in the sugar and
Mice in the pies, the rubbish of spiders no mortal supposes, and ravaging roaches and damaging flies.
With grease and with grime from corner to center, forever at war and forever alert. No rest for a day lest the enemy enter.
I've spent my whole life in a struggle with dirt. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. Last night in my dreams I was stationed forever on a far little rock in the midst of the sea. My one chance in life was a ceaseless endeavor to sweep off the waves as they swept over me. Alas, 'twas no dream, ahead I behold it. I see I am helpless, my fate to avert. She lay down her broom, her apron she folded. She lay down and died and was buried in dirt.
Well, if you're anywhere near my age, you grew up listening to the Schoolhouse Rock. And we have a Schoolhouse Rock number for you right now. It's brand new for some of us, so we're going to try it and see how it goes. I'm sure we'll end at the same time. Don't worry.
And we added some new words to it. Also, we
Oh,
updated
yes,
it for the
updated it.
modern era.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I have a friend named Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla, and I could say that Rufus found a kangaroo that followed Rufus home, and now that kangaroo belongs to Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla. Phew! I could say that, but I don't have to, 'cause I got pronouns. I can say he found a kangaroo that followed him home, and now it is his. You see,
He, him, and his are pronouns replacing the noun. Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla, a very proper noun. And it is a pronoun replacing the noun kangaroo. Doodle-doodle-doom-doom.
How common.
Doodle-doodle-doom-doom. Doodle-doodle-doom-doom. Doodle-doodle-doom-doom.
Now, Rufus has a sister named Raffaella Gabriella Sarsaparilla. If she found a kangaroo, I'd say to you, she found a kangaroo that followed her home, and now it is hers. But I can't say that, 'cause she found an aardvark
That fell in love with her.
and they're so happy. And my name's Albert Andreas Armadilla, no relation to the sarsaparillas. Because of pronouns I can say, I wish she would find a rhinoceros for me, and we'd be happy.
You see, a pronouns was made to take the place of a noun.
'Cause saying all those nouns over and over can really wear you down.
Now I can tell you Raffaella Gabriella and Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla and Albert Andreas Armadillo found an aardvark, a kangaroo, and a rhinoceros. And now that aardvark and that kangaroo and that rhinoceros belong respectively to Raffaella, Gabriella, Sarsaparilla, and Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla, and Albert Andreas Armadillo. Because of pronouns, I can say in this way, we found them and they found us, and now they are ours, and we're so happy. Thank you, pronouns. Pronoun was made to take the place of a noun.
'Cause saying all those nouns over and over can really wear you down.
Sometimes when we take 'em all on the bus, people really raise a fuss. They start shouting out a lot of pronouns at us like,
Who brought that rhinoceros on this bus? And
what made that horrible noise? And
which one of us get here first?
Who, what, and which are special pronouns that can ask a question in a sentence where you do not know the name of the noun. But I know. I have mine, and she has hers, and he has his. Do you have yours? And we love them, and they love us. What's ours is theirs. That's how it is with friends. Now driving on that very bus is a friend of ours named Quinlan Finley Flynn, and on the dashboard rides a cockatoo, which Quinlan found 1 week ago. Thanks to pronouns, we can say
They found it and it found them, and now it is theirs, and it takes tickets while they drive.
yeah, they, them, and theirs replace the noun Quinlan Finley Flynn. In this case, these are the pronouns Quinlan Finley Flynn prefers. We asked them. So I have mine, and she has hers, and he has his, and they have theirs, and you have yours, and we have ours. I think we need a bigger bus, my friends. And pronouns, you are really friends, oh yeah.
Saying all those nouns over and over can
Really wear you down. Doodle-doodle-doo-doom, doodle-doodle-doom, doodle-doodle-doom, doodle-doom.
That's a pretty epic song. You guys were very good. There will be a quiz later, and we will discuss all of the extra cases. So this next song is the song that when people see 3 women singing in close harmony together, they want to know, do we do this song, this next song? Oh my goodness.
happening to the legs?
Guess what? It's from the Andrews Sisters. So we're going to do an Andrews Sisters tune next. It's still syncing.
It's not supposed to go all the way down.
The next song, I'm going to hold this.
Oh, this is like bending. Is it supposed to?
Our next song is a song by the Andrews Sisters. We're going to take out our cornets for this song because we need them. It's a song about a trumpet after all. So if you haven't guessed what it is yet, you will soon.
It might be
You will
broken.
soon
The
know.
leg is bent.
Yeah, the leg's
Yeah,
bent.
the leg's bent. Okay.
Is that going to stand up?
I don't think
Is that enough
so.
for what?
I think it's done.
It's Wobblesville.
Maybe I'll just hold on to it for a little bit.
Give your cup.
We'll just. Is there one that you don't need your thing for?
B flat. Sorry about that. Technical failure.
I blame John Ruth.
Never mind.
Singer I used to know who was trying to help put the music stand together a long time ago.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
You feel all right?
Yeah.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowin' reveille. He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow the bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he could not jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. A root, a toot, a tootly-a-toot, he blows an A to the bar. In boogie rhythm, can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar are playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was some boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he played boogie-woogie bugle, he was busy as a busy, busy bee. And he makes the company jump at 8 to the bar. He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. Toot-toot-toot-tootly-ada, tootly-ada, toot-toot, he blows at 8 to the bar. He can't blow a note if the bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night. He wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet, because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da-dum-da, da-da, da-dum-da, da-dum, da-da, da-dum, da-dum, da-da, da-dum, da-dum, da-da, da-dum, da. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B.
We're going to stay in the same era and do a song from 1932-ish by the Boswell Sisters. Very jazzy New Orleans version of the Andrews Sisters. And this one, you can listen for the trumpets. We're not going to put them away yet. Just empty our spit valves and continue on with a little more trumpet play. This is an F. How do I know that? Because I have weird mnemonics in my head.
Off my list when you're knocking at my door.
woman to my left actually played the cornet in 3rd or 4th grade.
It was 5th, but
5th grade. A good time to get
just
that
the once.
embouchure, yeah.
Good job.
Okay, this next song is called The Wax Museum. I tell you the title of it because I'm absolutely sure you've never heard of it.
Ooh.
I heard it once in 87 or 88 and heard it on the radio and quickly pressed record. And I wrote some new words for it. I'll tell you why later. It's better now. And it's in D sharp because we just changed the key and we're delighted.
A year out of college, she finally found work at the Real as Life Wax Museum. She'd point at the figures of history's greats, and she'd tell all who came to see 'em. Noon to 9 in the dim museum.
Here's Caesar, here's Earhart, Evita, and Locke, Gandhi, Elizabeth, Austin, and Bach. Here's Shakespeare who said, the world is a stage. Here are knights from the Gothic age.
They stood as if speaking or sat looking wise in their velvets and linens and laces. She searched for a sign from their porcelain eyes or a word from their waxy faces as she recited her phrases.
Here's Newton, Da Vinci, O'Keeffe, and Curie, Tubman who worked so that slaves could go free. Here's Darwin in fashions he wore while alive. He said, the fit survive.
Ghosts of antiquity, this is no life for me. How can I make my own history?
At closing she hung up her Renaissance frock and went out where the night was clear. And passing a pub as she rounded the block, she said, I could use a beer. I will see if there's life in here.
The bartender smiled as he filled up her glass. She remembered his smile from zoology class. They had shared observations in earlier days, so they talked as he wiped the trays.
She said, I work with the glorious dead, though I don't mean to do it forever. I know they were smart, I quote them by heart, but as days come and go, they never say a single new thing that is clever.
Here's Lincoln, here's Ross, MLK, and Monroe, standing just as they stood a 12-month ago. I think I would rather pour scotch on the rocks for a fella who breathes and talks.
Said he, it is clear, folks are different in here, not so quiet and not so cold. Still the wisest of guys has the glassiest eyes, and the nights are just as bold, and their lines are just as old.
Here's your Harvey Wallbanger, your vodka and lime, your 7 and 7 for the 17th time. Jack Daniels, 2 loggers, 2 apricot flips. I would quit, but I get good tips.
This job's not famously all it's crimped up to be. I crave some sober society.
Said she, it is late, said the boy, if you'll wait till I'm through with these glasses and trays. We could go for a walk, continue our talk, maybe find some better ways to put light into our days.
Now when they go walking out under the stars, they don't quote the masters, they don't hit the bars. Though she once mentioned Marx, who said workers unite, and they found that the man was right.
Spirits of synchrony, shine on them, shine on me. Long live all lovers of liberty.
Oh, great. Thanks.
So I was going to add in that it turns out that this lady to my left, turns out she can memorize long paragraphs and paragraphs of text.
To be fair, I am quite old, and I have known this song since I was 17. That was plenty of time to
That's a lot
memorize
of
it.
words. Yeah.
So the thing I changed about the words is that the first time I heard it, every single statue in the Wax Museum was a white Western European or American man. And I thought maybe we'd throw in some women. and some people of color into the mix. So finding the right names with the right number of syllables was my challenge, and I did my best to keep all the rhymes intact. So that was my idea, and I hope it spreads. All right.
What's your group called?
Funny you should ask. We're the Spectacles.
Woohoo!
You notice we are a spectacle and we all wear spectacles. And those are all the places you can find us, other than right here in my backyard, or various places on the internet.
Yes, thank you. That's a good idea. This next song is a Willie Nelson tune. Go figure. Also a new key. D.
Oh yeah, right. A short time I have. Yes.
A short time I have to be with you, my love. But a short time is better than no time, you see. So I bring to you all my possessions, and would that you share them with me. Oh, I bring you one springtime of robins, one springtime of robins to sing, and I bring you one summer of roses, one summer of roses I bring you the dry leaves of autumn. Dry leaves will be helpful, you know, to soften the fall of your snowflakes when I bring you your winter of snow. Let me start again with spring. One springtime of robins in the meadow, one springtime of robins here to sing. And summer is a-coming, and bring you one more summer where the grass is green and the roses will bloom. That's the summer I bring.
And the nights are chillier now.
Bring a crimson dry in the autumn. The breezes blow and dry leaves will be helpful, you know, to soften the fall of your snowflakes when I bring you your winter of snow. To soften the fall of your snowflakes when I bring you your winter of snow.
And now we have a commercial break.
It's true. We have some sponsors. We need to.
Can you read this? Where should I put it? Here.
Thank you for coming by.
Is it bedtime?
It's okay if it's bedtime.
Good
You're
night.
allowed to go. Yes. Thank you for coming.
Wow, 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 wow. Detour, detour, there's a muddy road ahead. Detour, wow, 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 wow. Could not I'd read just what it said. Detour, detour, life was blurry and unkind. Couldn't read that detour sign. Wah, 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 wah. If you're squinting while you drive and you'd like to stay alive, could be time to ask the doc to check your eyes. DCLZEP, Dr. Specs will help you see. Plus you'll look so smart and wise. Detour, detour, I can focus, I can see. Detour, wah, 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 wah. Every word with clarity. Detour, detour, no more squinting, life is fine. I can read that detour sign, wah, 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 wah. I can heed that detour sign, wah, 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 wah.
Not a real eye doctor.
This does not constitute optical
Disclaimer.
advice.
Do you guys want to come sit down? There's a couple seats that are empty. You're welcome to.
Okay, next ad.
Doom, 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 doo 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 doom, 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 doo doo doo
Snap.
doom.
What a happy sound. Snap is the happiest sound I found. You can tap, rap, clap, slap, but snap makes the world go round.
I say it's crackle, the crispy sound. You gotta have crackle or your clock's not wound. Geese cackle, feathers tickle, bounce, buckle, beats, pickle, but crackle makes the world go round.
I insist that pop's a sound. You miss the boat unless pop's around. You can't stop hopping if the cereal's popping. Pop makes the world go round.
I say it's crackle,
It's
the
the
crispy sound. You gotta have the happiest sound's not found. You can cackle, feathers tickle, bounce, buckle, beats, pickle,
Snap,
crackle makes the world go round.
snap,
Crackle, Rice Krispies.
K-double-L-O, double good, good, Kellogg's Rice Krispies.
that is a real cereal. I'd like to dedicate this next one to anybody who's ever sung this on a car trip. It's a very delightful song to try and recreate the harmonies to, and there are many ways to do it. We all know it from The Jerk. It's one of those great Steve Martin and Bernadette Peters classics that really weren't originated by them, but we like to think that that was the fame, the way that this song came to modern notice, I guess. Yeah.
I know you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me.
Just to me, just to me,
Just to me. Although we're apart, you're part of my heart, and tonight you belong to me. And of course it's true, I belong to you. Way down by the stream, how sweet it would seem once more just to dream in the moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn that you will be gone, but tonight you belong to me, just a little old me.
The moon sets over the waves. You can picture it. Yep.
And then he tries to kiss her through the trumpet. It's a
Right.
Oh
weird.
my
It's
gosh.
a little weird. Bit of a weird
And
movie.
she just happens to have the trumpet while they're walking on the beach.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
This next song is words from J.R.R. Tolkien from The Hobbit, and it is a poem there. It was made into a canon, meaning a rhyme, and then we further made it into a little bit of a madrigal at the end. Sing. Sing, all ye joyful. Sing, all ye joyful, now sing all together. The winds in the treetop, the winds in the heather, the stars are in blossom, the moon is in flower, and bright are the windows of night in her tower.
Sing, all ye joyful, now sing all together. The winds in the treetop, the winds in the heather, the stars are in blossoms, the moon is in flower, and bright are the windows of night in her tower.
The river is silver, the
Shadows are fleeting. Merry is the Maytime, and merry, merry are meeting. Sing, all ye joyful, now sing all together. The winds in the treetop, the winds all together. The stars are in blossom, the winds in the heather. The stars are the windows of night in her tower. The stars are windows of night in her tower. The shadows are fleeting, and merry is the Maytime, and merry are meeting. Sing, all ye joyful, now sing all together. Merry.
Recently, I got to go and see my favorite singer-songwriter who had been away from Seattle since 2008. She came to town and she did this song in the concert, which we were able to say afterwards, hey, we sing that song too. We love you. I at least love you. I'm not going to speak for anyone else.
Sing all ye joyful.
No,
No,
the next song.
one, Our Father. Off of her
I
agnostic.
didn't put it on my list. I was like, what are you talking about?
So this is Susan Werner we're talking about, and she did an agnostic gospel album, which I think is pretty
Enough
cool.
said. Yeah, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. If it moves you to sing along on the chorus, you're welcome to sing along. Once you hear it, you may get the hang of it. Pardon me. Thy kingdom come to every nation, thy will be done in everything we do. Lord, lead us not into temptation, and deliver us from those who think they're you. Lord, send us forth to be of service, to build the schools, to dig the wells, and deliver us from the creepy preachers with their narrow minds and very wide lapels. Thy kingdom come to every nation, thy will be done in everything we do. Lord, lead us not into
into temptation, but deliver us from those who think they're you. Lord, send us forth to bring compassion to every corner of the world. And please allow for women in the Catholic priesthood, and remind the Pope that he could have been born a girl. Thy kingdom come to every nation. Thy will be done in everything we do. Lord, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from those who think they're you.
Lord, deliver us from the politicians
Who drop your name in every speech,
As if they're your best friend from high school.
As if they practice what they preach. Thy kingdom come to every nation. Thy will be done in everything we do. Lord, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from those who think they're you.
Lord, lead us not.
Lord, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from those who think they're you. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Susan Werner.
Yeah.
It's Werner, like the ladder. Yeah, Werner is on our ladder.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Somewhat obscure. I've been painting my house. Read the ladder all the time.
We have just a few more songs. Like
3.
a couple. Yeah.
This is the goofy section of our show.
Closing out silly.
We're closing out.
Yes.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
They Might Be Giants tune is next. It is not a bird's house in your soul or anything else that you've heard of unless you have kids, because it's from their kids album.
Which is called No. With an exclamation point.
There's a house at the top of a tree. There's a house at the top of a tree. In the house there's a room, in the room there's a chair, and sitting in the chair is you. There's a nose at the end of a snout, of a dog with their head out the window, of a car that's driving away from the tree. And at the top of the tree there's a house, and in the house there's a room, and in the room there's a chair, and in the chair is you. Ba, 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 ba. There's a plan to eat the house in the mind of a mouse in the woods. And the mouse in the woods has a smell that's detected by the nose at the end of a snout of a dog. And the dog has her head out the window of a car, and the car is driving away from the tree. And at the top of the tree there's a house, and in the house there's a room, and in the room there's a chair, and in the chair is you.
There are no more potato chips left in the empty bag in your hand. And the crumpling sound of the empty bag makes the mice get mad, and when the mice get mad, leads to a plan to eat the house, and the plan's in the mind of the mouse in the woods.
And the mouse in the woods has a smell that's detected by the nose at the end of a snout of a dog.
And the dog has her head out the window of a car, and the car is driving away from the tree. And at the top of the tree there's a house, and in the house there's a room, and in the room there's a chair, and in the chair is you. Bum 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 bum. And the reason there are no more chips in the empty bag in your hand
Is that the crumpling sound of the empty bag
Makes the mice get mad, which leads to a plan
to eat the house, but just in time
The dog arrives to give to the mouse the
potato chips that you took from the bag and gave to the dog to deliver to the mouse, so the mouse would not eat you. You. Did you follow all of that?
Kind of a maze of a song.
Ooh, so this next one is around someone else wrote the music and the words, but then Jenny rearranged the words so they're better.
They're entirely different. I don't even know
Yes.
about better, but this song hardly needs any introduction because it will devolve.
It's true.
My sandwich said, hey, as I cut her. Oh, this iceberg is making me shudder. It's so cold, I freeze. And you can't cut the cheese, let alone the butter.
My sandwich said, hey, as I cut her. Oh, this iceberg is making me shudder. It's so cold, I freeze. And
Oh, this
you can't
iceberg
cut
is
the
making me shudder.
cheese.
It's
Let
so
My
alone
sandwich said, hey, as I cut her. Oh, this iceberg is making me shudder.
Cheese.
It's so
My
cold,
sandwich said, hey, as I
freeze.
cut
And
her.
you
Oh, this
can't
iceberg
cut
is making
the
me shudder.
cheese.
It's
Let
so
alone
cold,
the
hey,
hey,
and you
this
iceberg
iceberg
is
is
making
making
me
me butter.
Let
So
alone
said, hey, as I cut her. Oh, this iceberg is making me
butter.
It's so
My
cold,
sandwich said,
I
hey, as I
freeze.
cut her.
And you
Oh, this
can't
iceberg
cut
is making
the
me It's
Let
so
alone
cold,
the
I
hey, as I
freeze. And you
this
can't
iceberg
cut
is
the
making me
Let
so
alone
said, hey, as I cut her. Oh, this iceberg is making me thaw the butter, but please don't cut the cheese.
It's so fun to sing. And it's so hard to stay on track and not get Yes.
I
It's-
can't
look at each other.
Look at you.
It's hard to enjoy, isn't it? It's hard to
in
enjoy.
general, like, it's so fun to sing. Like, wow, she's just realizing this.
We know that. Yeah.
But we do really like singing with each other particularly. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jen Morris.
Hi.
This is Amanda Martin. I'm Jenny Sephora. We are the Spectacles. We have a little space on the internet, and you can find all of our links at thespectacles.org, as it says on our sign. If you care to leave us a virtual tip, we would delightedly accept that. We are trying to record an album, and so we need a little bit more funding to get ourselves into the recording studio, so every penny goes to that. And we have one final song for you. It's just an exercise in synonyms, I guess.
It's true.
It's also a Boswell Sisters song from 1932. And I advocated to put it last because I just feel like it's such a it's also a fun, silly song. Good ender.
over people like you.
Wackadoo, wackadoo, wackadoo.
Zany people, zany people, zany people like me go zany over things you do.
When we are underneath the moon above, you got me acting just like a loon. It must be love, sweet love.
Nutty people like me go nutty over people like you. Goofy people like you. Goofy people like the things you do when we are under the moon above. You got me acting just like a loon. It must be love. Goofy people like you, 'cause lovebirds of a feather always flock together. It's an old custom of the heart that keeps folks from drifting apart. Now that's the reason, maybe, that I call you baby. We're each other's counterpart. Wacky people, geeky people, geeky people, geeky people like me go geeky over people like you. Wow, quirky people, loopy people, loopy people, loopy people like me go loopy over things you do. Wow, don't mind if I rave a lot, sweet zany child. It's just a habit I've got. You drive me wild, silly people, goofy people, goofy people, goofy people like me go goofy over people like you. Wow, 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 wow.
Thank you, neighbors. Thank you, family. Thank you, friends. We're going to quit while we're ahead. Lovely to see you all, and we're going to hang out and chat with you if you'd like to ask us questions or anything like that.